Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Been a while since you've seen one of these. This is a special kind of battle map that Ash invented for another ship we were on. Basically, every time we go room to room, a round passes, and like everyone else in the map is gonna move, and there's events at all these nodes.
Once you're in the hangar bay, you can all start like feeding out, but you do get a small blip on each of your mobile devices. Seems like Noel's face is appearing on your screens.
Hey, Noel, how's it going?
On the screen, it shows a small memory stick being plugged into a wall socket.
Oh.
She wants to be plugged into the system. Let's go.
Noel gives a small thumbs up.
Is that a good idea?
I mean, I trust her. If she says she can do it.
I'll take the thumbstick. It's like I have an exocortex and a wireless hack. Like I can help give her a hand if things start to get weird, right?
If you think you can do it, go ahead.
Essentially, there's two on the screen. There's then two emoticons of two like hands shaking. It seems like she wants to help.
Yeah, I gotta give her the hacking 101 course.
And as soon as she is plugged in and you help her hack into the system, you see a small emoticon appear on the console.
Does she have cool sunglasses?
No, but if you look at our icon...
Nice. I'm gonna assume that we've we've locked up the ship and we've let Oswald in charge of protecting Sika because we're literally leaving a smoker on board.
I mean, I do have guns built into the internal security system and stuff. So like, at least if somebody tries to break in, there'll be guns shooting at them.
Okay, once she's in the system, Kuzon, Noel, like, give us some sight, like, show us what the station's like, some maps. Let's see what we're dealing with here. We've also got a straight line towards the Reed guys. If you want, since I'm the fastest, I'll go and deal with the pirate situation down below and I'll meet up with you guys later.
I will go with you.
So, hey, Brian, I know this is kind of an offensive question, but how much do you weigh?
Why do you ask?
You know, just curious.
Maybe like 100?
Perfect. And he grabs you and puts you on his back. Well, good luck, guys. See you later. And Jetash. Wait,
And
what's
if
my
you're
Jetash?
moving, move to your next node.
Weird.
Aiden and Brian attempted to hold off the small pirate gang down at the right, and I believe you guys moved off to the left. Let me just check the node notes. Right. So who is currently here? Prava, Kuzon, and Thiveron.
Yep.
Right. As you guys start heading down towards the... Well, you're starting to head through several offices right now. You can see cubicles lining the area, but as you do, you hear soft sobbing and laughing around the corner of the cubicles. What you see just over them is two pirates holding their guns downwards.
What are they holding it downward toward?
Yeah, I want to go ahead and hold an action right here, or if these pirates react hostily to my boy, then I'm going to take a surprise round to gravity hold one of them.
Alright then. So, please place your tokens down at the bottom. Okay then. As you turn around and step out to see what they're doing, you see they're holding like basically their pistols towards several, 5 people lined up against the wall. With their on their knees and backs to them.
Oh, Jesus.
Do they have uniforms?
The ones on the ground seem to be in suits, and some of them have a lab coat on them.
Now, if there's hostages involved, I super wish we went stealthy on this one, but you know what? There's only 2 of them. Okay. Now that I see there's hostages involved, Prava's not even going to hesitate. This boy, make a fortitude save.
Alright. What's for DC?
I think it's still 17.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy failed so hard.
Yeah.
Cool. Prava's gonna. How tall are the cubicles? Are they like 5 feet or are they tall?
They're around about 6 feet, so they're about 5 feet in
Okay.
height in game terms.
Okay. Excellent. So I rip him straight over the wall then. There's 15 feet towards me, rip him right to here.
Just completely whoosh.
Yeah.
Just break him straight through the cubicle.
Ah! Right, I would allow both of you to also take a surprise round action, as you did surprise them.
With spear drawn, I'm going to move as my surprise round action, but I'm going to I don't have that snappy corner. There we go. I'm going to use my improved intimidation to intimidate as I move the other boy that has been ripped through a cubicle.
Roll then. You can see like turn around and lower his gun just a bit. He's like, what are you doing to intimidate him? You just like walking out to him.
Like, he brandishes his spear, does a flourish, and looks him straight in the eyes. Pointing straight in his eyes with my eyes blankly, and I just start growling and snarling and then barking as I get close.
Ooh, Kuzon, what about you?
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab this guy.
Alright, go ahead. Actually, yes, because he's at a -2 due to Thiveron scaring the shit out of him, you are managed to grab him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like grab him and just like pull him away, or like try to make it so he can't shoot nobody.
Let me see what this guy's willpower will be. Oh, fuck it.
I'd say at that point he surrenders.
This dude is just scared. He's rolled 2 nat 1s and he's grappled by like a complete unit. This guy drops to the ground, but his buddy is also giving up. He's like, I surrender. Just don't hurt me. Let's see what this guy isn't doing much better.
God, that guy's not having a good day.
This guy's ready to fight. He's like, okay there. He's got like his machete out ready to attack, but then he looks towards his friend, basically dropping his guns as he's been like bear hugged by this large mechanical armor, and he's like, damn it. And he drops his weapons as well.
That's what I thought.
The hostages seem to be bound and turned against a wall. They heard scuffling, some of them brave enough to turn back, but when they see you, you're not exactly a sight they were expecting.
Thiveron will begin untying them and say, it's okay, they're not going to hurt you.
Thank you. It's like rubbing their wrist. What's like the person you freed is rubbing their wrist and also helping to get the others free, who are, some of them are immediately rushing off towards like areas of the office. So they're going to the panic rooms. It's fine.
I'm gonna play bad cop for a moment. I'm just gonna grab this guy and just like slam him into the cubicle wall and just like lean in, just be like, "What's a creep like you doing in a place like this, huh?"
That cubicle wall is super thin, so you basically just slam him through it. Just he's like, we were hired to attack this place. Said we could have whatever we want from here. The walls have determined that this guy is a complete and utter coward.
I'm just gonna grab this guy and just pull him back through the wall and then just drop him on the ground and just be like, get the hell out of here.
And he just starts scrambling. He's running off.
And then Thiveron will walk back over here.
What about me? You gotta let me go too, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. This one seems to have some fight left in him. I think we should tie him up until we're done here.
I'm just gonna find just some, just like some cubicle or something. I'm gonna stuff him in the locker.
Prava. We're not savages. Just sell him off, man.
Yeah.
So what? Do you like wrap him in phone cords and like random stuff, and then stuff him inside one of the lockers?
With cable cords, just tie him up.
He's like, what are you doing? can't do this to me! I'm a well-known pirate! How dare!
Yeah. Listen, we've taken on pirate royalty, alright? I don't think we're worried about some schmuck like you. We'll be back to let you out when we're sure everyone's safe.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we won't forget.
Perfect. Right, so you guys move on from the labs. Noelle has taken over the hacking node.
There it is.
What a badass.
That's my girl.
Ha 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 ha.
Having corporate property just like her pa.
There is one thing that she notices. This area is completely inaccessible, but she is able to do something for you guys if you desire.
What's that?
For instance, she can basically open up hatchways to bring you guys together, or she can delay somebody.
If we get a choice, I want her to close off this area so we can cut off the pirates' access to the hangar bay. I want to slow them down.
She can definitely make it dangerous.
Works for me. Let's do it. Anything we should... we're basically trying to catch up to you guys. Anything we should be on the lookout?
Ignore the guy stuffed into the locker. He's fine.
Kuzon, are we ever gonna talk about your weird fascination with putting people in lockers?
There is a runner coming your way. We've already disarmed him. He's essentially a non-combatant at this point, but don't be surprised when a pirate runs by you.
At that moment, all you see is, oh god!
By the way, because he jumped out of nowhere and surprised me, Aiden is just instinctively gonna lariat him and knock him down.
Just clothesline.
Then I'm gonna look at it. Oh shit, a civilian! And I'm like, oh, never mind, found the pirate. We're cool, everything's fine.
He's
He's a little groggy. I'm sure he's fine, don't worry about it.
Also, they're taking hostages. Be careful.
Got it.
Who wants to be the main token, since you guys are not splitting up? As you are heading down towards your objective is to go towards the secure lab, you do come across one other small thing. You see, a pirate walking back and forth in front of a glass screen. He's like, we're getting there soon. Our bodies will be back. And you see a scientist on the other side, going, yeah, well, looks like I'm gonna be justified. Like you idiots have anything to break through this kind of secure containment.
Stealth attack garrote wire to the throat, secure him? Hello there!
They're both they're basically threatening each other back and forth. They're basically, oh, security will be here soon. They'll take care of you, scum.
Well, I'm not security, but we will settle for a mercenary. And as I say that, garrote wire to the fucking throat. Rup! 27.
He's like, and you're lifting him off the ground as I expect the others are coming thing, and the guy's like, are you guys his backup? But the scientist says on the other side is he's still being lifted off the ground
We haven't quite decided yet. We are here with Reed's permission, but
We need to get to the lab. Open the door or whatever the hell this is, Brainiac.
I think I'm going to be fine. He's leaning against the glass. It's oh, wait till security comes. You guys are probably just other side pirates.
I'm gonna push my visor into the glass and just be like, don't make me come in there myself. Is there
Thiveron will raise up the security clearance card that he was given.
It seems like the access terminal is on the other side.
Yeah. I mean, I guess my question is if I can see it.
Do we want to get in there?
Do
Okay,
that.
let's get in. I'm gonna glitch step through the door.
That works.
So he's like, look, listen, I'm not gonna let you through just because you stole a card. And he turns and sees Bryn step through. He's like,
We
how
do
did
not
you do
have
that?
time for this nonsense. We don't have time for this. There's pirates coming. Let's go.
Oh,
door from the other side.
it's a simple mechanism on the other side. It's secure, but all you have to do is literally turn the key that's literally in the door, and he's like, Welcome
Alright.
to the lab.
Kuzon,
Is there
kick him in the
anything you
nuts.
wish to steal?
Kuzon, kick him in
Thiveron's
the
gonna
nuts.
walk through the door next,
Yeah.
but he's gonna like stare him down as he was walking past.
What were you saying?
Kick him in the nuts.
No.
Do not kick me in the nuts.
No, I will just like walk by and just like pat him on the head, just like good boy. I'm just gonna keep going.
Well, the door's over there. There is 2 ways you can go from here. There's secure labs that way, of course. Mind any turrets that may gun you down. Might as well warn you. There is also the other way, which is much safer, but also contains the robotics lab. Robotics lab is more secure is because, well, you know, that's where our security robots come from.
Congratulations, Kuzon, you're about to see some mechs. Let's go.
And you can see the scientist wave you off. It's like, I'll stay here. Right, if you're heading on down to the other node, please move down. Is there anything you want Noelle to do? Like, because she's willing to move to where you are.
I'd like to
basically.
request Noel for more information on this major breach down here.
There was a focused fire on this location from the enemy ships, and they blew like a massive chunk of the station off.
Okay.
So basically, going through this way, you have to walk through perilous areas in order to get anywhere. Sadly, the station's internal systems are still being hacked by an unknown person, so Noel can't provide you with actual visual data.
In that case, how's about we make her start closing and shutting down the doors over here to slow the enemy from getting to the secured lab?
She can slow them down, yes.
Everybody okay with that plan?
Yeah, sounds like the best use for resources.
As you go through the robotics lab, you see several robots being like put together, repaired, and the like. You see a rather large, foreboding version of the mechs, but it's very incomplete. It looks like some sort of prototype. But you do see several other prototypes inside of the storage containers.
I mean, Prava's kind of curious. He's going to look at some of these prototypes. He's been thinking about buying a robot body for Noelle for a while, so kind of nice to like window shop a little bit, see what kind of robots are out there.
As you take a look around inside of the different places, you do see some humanoid-esque robots, but they are very, how do you say, standard greeting bots. What they look like, at least. They're very white-clad, have bits of plate, have about 3 fingers, but there is like a folded-away version of them. Like it says prototype NX1. You do see that within the tube that it's located in, while the glass is like there's no actual way to open it unless you probably hack or force it open.
Yeah. I'll do a big brain and try to hack it.
As you type away, you can see some of the like mechs turn towards you for a moment before you hear ka-ting, tsh, and the mechs look away from you, go back to being repaired.
Yep. I'm just a scientist. Look at how quickly I type.
Noelle has like a very like shock expression on her face as the mechs look towards you. Like that was probably pretty close to triggering some sort of alarm.
Ah yes, let's teach our very impressionable AI that when you find something you like, let's just take it. Yes, perfect.
Yes.
We're-
Kuzon just like pokes his head out of his armor, and it's like that's not how you're supposed to do things.
As you open it, the case opens now, and the backpack-like thing is revealed. Noelle is very excited. You hear bleeping all along the screens, like beep 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 beep.
I'll just sling it over my shoulder, over my back shoulders like backpack.
Hold on now.
I'm sure none of
What's
the
this,
other
Prava?
scientists will notice that you stole something.
I don't know
They're
how
Prava?
negotiations are going to go with Reed, but let's not rob them until we're sure they're enemies, yeah?
But I already don't like them.
Noelle bleeps in accordance to wanting to steal something now.
Noelle, sweetie, I know you want this. I know this would be a nice souvenir, and you worked really hard. You know what? You did work really hard. You deserve this. I'll be sure to negotiate with Reed to make sure we can take this for
I
you.
can just imagine Kuzon being like Rocket and being, but I wanted more, sir.
Just you grab a bunch of junk, like, yeah, wire's perfect, yeah, grab some of this, yeah.
While Kuzon's blatantly stealing, Prava's gonna cover Noelle's screen with one hand and his face with the other.
No, Prava, you can't just do that. The more you try to protect a child from something, the more it gets curious.
Let's go.
Alright, so you move to the secure lab then.
Yes.
As you start heading towards the secure labs, you see several scorch marks of battle, as apparently some pirates did make it this far. Though where they are now is unknown. You do see some mechs holding their guns down the hallway, and you hear a voice saying, "Alright, hold it there before you're filled full of holes."
Don't shoot, we're not pirates.
You don't sound like a pirate. You haven't said arg yet.
Arr,
Mech said.
That is a stereotype, sir.
I believe in all stereotypes. He says as he steps around a corner. You can see there's almost 60% cyborg coming out of the side. His head is literally a chrome dome and very shiny in the orange light of the security lights. He's like, "Alright, you part of a crew that docked here?"
Yep, that's us. We're here for the artifact. Reed gave us his blessing. We gotta get in there.
Well, let me contact him. Move up past the firing line. Don't want you guys shot if those guys come on in again. As he's talking on the line, you see him pointing like towards like a small area where it seems to be a makeshift medical area. As you see some people treating others. It's like, "Don't worry, you'll be fine." I can't believe that guy shot me. Well, he was aiming for pirates. He shot me.
Oh, speaking of medical facility. Hey, Bryn, are you okay? You did take a few blows while we were dealing with those pirates. You gonna be alright?
Yeah, I'm doing fine for now. I can keep going. Don't worry about me, guys.
All right. Looks like he wants to meet you personally. Now, we told not to interfere. Just make sure not to kill each other, I suppose.
Oh, so you can like punch him in the face and you guys won't come and interfere? Is that what we're hearing?
So the visual expression for I hear boss music is I see a boss room. What's happening right now? I'd just like to remind everybody that technically he invited us here and we're not enemies, but we're already prepared like we're gonna kick the shit out of him.
Probably gonna try, a little bit of diplomacy first, but yeah, probably.
Just to be clear, he's on a catwalk, so he's
Oh.
above. What you see before you is a load of consoles, basically leading up to a door under a catwalk. It's 2 screens on either side, and above on the catwalk is Aaron Reed, basically reading from a small data pad. It says,
Arwen.
"You have finally arrived."
Yeah, good to see you. We sent the data you sent us for. The fact that you're here kind of makes that whole thing feel kind of unnecessary, not gonna lie. Yeah, what was that all about? Why'd you send us the long route, huh?
You still wonder why? I suppose you haven't figured it out.
Alright, Aaron. I think I know why. Oh, excuse me. Has random W's in your name. Not that I would understand with my random Y.
It says Bryn, yes.
No. I think I know why you sent us on this wild goose chase, but I want to hear it from your mouth. I want you to confirm my suspicions by coming out with the truth.
Oh, is that true? Are you sure you do not wish to fight? You do not wish to have a grand battle before you hear the truth? And you see him, like, as he's standing there, you see him gesture forward, and Prava, you know exactly what he's doing, as suddenly a light sword appears in his hand.
At this point, Aiden Little Tiktov just yells a bit angrily at him. This isn't about you, keep your ego in check. Our world's a danger and this entire station has civilians being attacked by pirates. So get off your high horse and give us what we came here for, you fucking asshole.
I'm turning the exocortex on.
I was hoping for a grand battle, but if you want to know the truth, then I'll give it to you. He's gonna cast away the light sword for a second. Tell me, if you have an inkling of what I did, then why did I send you for the data?
Because there was a group on my planet that were trying to get it and use it for themselves.
Of course, but I could have destroyed the data before I left. In fact, I could have razed the entire base. Why didn't I? I was approached by a member of your people. Approached to take Vietnam, and they would handle the rest of their takeover. A simple exchange. In fact, one that would benefit everyone, since your mother would not allow me to take Vietnam for research after I discovered its unique properties. All I did was teleport it out of there. My vast riches allow me such a tactic. And with that, their plan was already falling apart. Your people may be advanced, but they have no idea about such technology as teleportation.
Do you have a plan on returning it, or are you just going to keep it for yourself now?
I discovered about Vietnam that it is capable of not only generating life, but entire ecosystems. It has protected and grown your planet in a star that should support no life whatsoever. Think about the advancements we could make on other planets. Planets we could rescue.
Save possibly millions, but you don't even know if you can. That would involve having to recreate this. If you take the Anam out from that planet will then die. So it's exchanging one planet for another. Is it really saving anybody? It's specifically damning one entire planet that should still be alive. You know you damned that planet for the possibility of maybe saving one other one in danger.
That's the point he's trying to make, guys. He's not gonna play some Russian roulette with this thing being the grand prize. He wants to find a way to mass produce it. But you can't, can you?
No, such research would take decades, perhaps longer, in order to accomplish. It is an unknown technology. So, I will speak truthfully. I did not take Vietnam for any selfish reason. I did not take it to even research. I took it so that war would not happen on your planet.
Why didn't you just come forward and tell my mother in the first place? She trusted you. She would have believed you.
You have spies everywhere within your castle. You likely know. Your mother has likely done something to advance her own plans to get rid of them.
Yeah, okay.
You know your own mother. I suspect that she was playing her own game. Though I will be honest as well. You can see he keeps saying the same thing, honesty.
I roll sense motive. It's like somebody that thinks they're humble continues to call themselves humble.
As you sense motive, you almost get a sense like he's not there. Like his movements are wooden, not like the grandiose ones that there were before.
I'm gonna hold up. I'm just gonna march forward, glare. Is he malfunctioning? Is there something wrong with the servos or something?
No, I think the insinuation was that this is not even the real version of him. This is just a copy.
Yeah.
Not only have I managed to save Vietnam from the clutches of spies, but I have also averted all-out war with your people.
Yes, and now it is time to return Vietnam.
But the planet is still on the brink of war. The tensions are extremely high.
Yeah, what's the long game on this one?
A Cold War is not all-out war. It's better this way. People who want to fight, fight. But civilians stay out of it.
You've made all these decisions for the people without actually telling them the truth or letting them have any part in this. You're just lording your decisions over all of them and expect everybody to accept that as the greater good. Who the hell are you to decide how Bryn's people live their lives? If it comes to war, then that was their decision to make, not yours.
I mean, that's kind of what leaders do, Aiden, but...
Maybe, but that's different, Prava. I make decisions for myself. I don't make decisions for others. Just like I'm about to make a decision right now. And I pull my gun out and I aim it at him, but I don't shoot yet.
Just give the thing back, you mealy-mouthed little tin can, and we can just walk and leave this all behind us.
If you wish me to return Vietnam, then I will.
We can't return it yet. Not until we've sorted out this fight. He's right about that. I saw what was going on my planet, the research facility. It all made sense what he was doing. I see it. It wasn't right for him to do. It wasn't his choice to make. But if now we just return it right away without sorting out what the fuck's going on, then we'll be in a worse situation than we were before.
As I said, everything you have accomplished has gone to my plan. You have already pulled the spies out of their hidey holes. With this, I'm sure your mother can handle the rest. But there is one thing. If you will not fight me, then there is another you're going to have to fight, as they are approaching.
If you're talking about the pirates, along the way we made sure to slow them down. It's gonna be a while before they show up, if that's what you're hoping for.
You can hear gunshots outside, by the way.
Okay, I guess their hacker managed to get them through.
Their fleet pulled away, but a few ships are coming back right now.
Is the new Arwen also kind of like Woody and robotic?
You can roll sense motive. As you look at them, you notice a small difference between this one and this one and this one. This one seems much more lifelike.
I do have a personal question for you. That was a Solarian weapon that you manifested up there on the catwalk, wasn't it?
Correct.
I'm getting the sense that isn't your real body, though. How are you able to manifest your weapon remotely like that?
I suppose you found me out. He clicks his fingers and you see the doubles. Well, it's simple. And he clicks his fingers again, and you see these appear. I am using devices to boost my natural abilities.
Does Prava feel stronger in the presence of these devices, or has he some way managed to personalize it to himself?
He seems to have personalized it to himself. They seem to be feeding it directly to him.
Interesting.
Most likely due to him being a machine as well.
Yeah, it's sort of integrated.
Kuzon just kind of like looks at Aiden and just like whispers and is like, "So I'm not supposed to shoot him?"
Trust me, I know that feeling. I want to shoot him too, but Bryn's hesitating. It's her call. It's her planet. Let's just follow her lead.
Looking to Bryn, Aaron gives a small nod.
I kind of like scowl back at it.
If it holds any meaning to you, I understand that you may be angry, that I did not trust your people to take the right decisions. But the research of Vietnam was far too important.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, Arwen. I guess you're not going to have the duel with us. It looks like we have some pirates to clear out.
I will go and defend Vietnam in case you fail.
Funniest thing I've heard all day. Not a chance of that, but yeah, you go wrong.
Incoming.
Aiden puts his weapon away and just crosses his arms and just stands there and doesn't move.
Just so we're clear, you helped us. You're technically a good guy. You're still an absolute asshole, Arwen Reed.
That is fair.
And I scream after that, I don't work for free!
Oh, we already took our payment. Don't worry.
He's like, now I don't care about stealing the robot.
I'm going to.
Right,
I'm
this
just
is
going to literally start. I'm going to lift up a floor panel. Like I don't care about damaging anything, and I'm just going to craft a barricade here and kneel
Yes.
behind it.
This is going to be the fun part, since instead of going for the boss battle straight in front of you, you have decided to take the boss battle that's coming. And because of that,
So-
this is now your boss room.
Brian over there being excited, can't you like help you maybe make these things work for you?
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
By the way, you hear over the intercom, I can unlock them, but I do not know how you will interact with them. That would be up to you. Just try not to break them.
Yeah, we won't break anything. As there's like ripping and crashing in the back.
Just rip. Don't need that wire. Don't need that. Basically, you are going to be able to use one of these generators to activate an effect. You can activate it to make a copy of yourself for essentially one round who can take all the actions you can. Or you can activate it to immediately activate a third round ability.
Last time I had an opportunity, I bought 2 flash grenades. So I'm going to set them up like a little bouquet. So as soon as they walk in, I'm gonna shoot at the support of the lamp, and I want the 2 flash grenades to fall down and basically trigger. Can I set it up if I use the detonator?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm gonna make a little flashbang surprise for them when they enter the room.
Yeah, like he was going to set like a flashbang trap. I would like to ready an action to cast Polar Vortex if more than one enemy comes into the room.
Oh, Brian, you should definitely do. If we're using flashbang grenades, you should darken the whole room with your mask ability, so that like the
Yeah.
flashbang's even brighter.
And I want to expose some wires. Just like rip it open so that the wire's exposed, and like just electricity zapping and stuff, just to make like kind of a natural deterrent, and try to funnel them through the middle. Does that make any sense?
As the battle begins, you see first a rather lanky machine stand through like Brian, you see essentially a wooden mask covering the Cabal's face. She moves up, dual blades by her side.
I think we should go boom now.
As soon as these guys position themselves to where the trap is, I'm gonna look towards Kuzon and Bryn. I'm gonna give them a nod, and I'm gonna jump out of cover and with my handgun shoot at the light to make the flash grenades drop down. And I immediately press the trigger as I hide under cover.
Oh, are you preemptively drawing out my vortex? Thank you.
Right, where's the flashbang? Oh wow, fuck me.
So the boys over here are blinded for 4 rounds.
But they fail to save. Mine's a DC 18 reflex save for half. And anything within the vortex is difficult terrain.
Alright, that's cool.
And the half damage is 17. Failures are 34.
Fuck yeah, he does. This guy just get dusted. He's like, oh fuck, I'm blind.
Going to second level mind thrust this pirate.
These poor pirate dudes. These guys are like the fodder of a combat encounter.
You gotta deal
Fucking
with
them up.
DC 17 or 15 points of damage. Otherwise, just 7.
These guys do not have very good.
Kind of a low roll.
Yeah.
Okay, well, 15 points of damage.
He is almost dead. Just. At least I'm not blind.
Oh, it's good when you're getting assaulted that you look on the bright side of being blasted.
Yeah, this guy's like, at least I avoided most of the explosions and stuff, and I'm not blind. Ah, my head.
And then the attack / watchdog in Thiveron is going to come out as he starts to bark and growl and demoralize the guy.
Poor dude.
And in fact, he's going to project those barks and growls into his mind. 22.
Let me see. Oh, okay.
It's 15 plus 1.5 times of CR.
He is now what is it? 15 plus 1.5 times the CR? Yeah, you do. Yeah. So basically, he's like, oh, I love dogs, but no, like he's trying to look at a bright
Yeah,
side.
he's not gonna like him anymore.
Brian.
Wait, so he's still alive? I'm gonna finish him off.
He's like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta run.
Magic missile at him.
Magic missile tap.
Yeah, and then you just basically impairs it. At least I don't have no regrets.
At least I die seeing what killed me.
Is that your
no
move?
pirate chads allowed on this ship. Yeah, that's my move.
Okay, let me roll for something. As you see, basically, her leap up onto here and jump over you, Brian, just and lands on the other side. Brian, she misses with the first, almost like she's hesitating. You can see her whoosh. Like, you manage to duck, like, easy. You can make a small melee attack if you want, given that she crit failed.
Oh yeah, I will do that.
Bryn, I am your mother.
I have been your mother the entire time.
I am your brother's girlfriend.
Oh my god, that's the plot twist, the brother's girlfriend.
I am your cousin, Bryce removed. It's not possible! Oh,
And she basically just unleashes like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna bring up my dukes.
Go ahead and duke it out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at those dukes. You basically power just into her side as she's focused on Brian. It's like,
Trick attack. As
She managed to
usual,
block
it's
your attack.
impossible to hit anything in this system.
no, it's just your bad luck. There's a difference. No, they can barely crawl onto a console. Fuck. You and your goddamn snow. Oh, well, they can attempt to attack.
Full cover.
Yeah, you guys do have cover even from this. That's meant to be 1 more, so take the 10, so that's 32 damage. I apologize. That's me fucking up. This guy,
He's blind.
he's like, I'm blind! Oh, this is the most horrible thing in the world.
He's taking damage for being in the snowstorm. Does he take damage for starting his turn in Thiveron's?
He's suddenly waiting for 3 feet of snow.
Yeah, he's in difficult terrain and snow. He's like, oh god, why?
Right. So I'm immediately going to blow the power of one of these engines to black hole here, pulling that girl 10 feet. If she fails a DC 17 fort save.
Okay. Her fort save is much lower than here.
Yeah, I assume that using Gravitomy better than using, because, you know, reflex saves, she's pretty good at that.
So that's 10 feet this way.
Yeah, and everyone, like, flanking her right now gets an opportunity to attack as she moves.
Ah, nice. Aiden, Bryn, and Kuzon.
I want to imagine that I like clothesline her, she getting pulled past me.
Lariato.
Gonna assume that also doesn't hit.
Now that she's pulled back here into the back line, I am going to use my last 3rd level slot to melt her brain.
Sounds good. Do that.
That wasn't very good. DC 18 or take 28 damage.
Oh, 28 damage. Oh. You can see her like in her head. She's holding her head with her palms.
And I am going to use my movement action to attempt to demoralize her as well.
Next turn, I'm gonna set off both grenades, I think, and just light up that corridor.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna use overheat in a cone this away and hit these 2 fellas.
Ah, nice. Go ahead. Reflex on these huge bastards. These guys have even worse.
I didn't put in the damage in this. Okay, hold on. I have to figure out how much damage this does.
You know the rules. If you forget the damage, it's always max damage.
It's 2d8.
It's always max damage.
The rule.
Wish.
I saw it.
They
Nine's
both
not
take
bad.
9 damage. Ooh. Oh, nice. You can see like the metal burning and slowly melting on their like pure white and gold shell. By the way, just so we're clear, these robots are clearly not pirate make.
I see. I'm gonna also
it's
move.
probably the work
over-
of the hacker.
Over here. I'm over here now.
Ooh. Right.
I'm gonna bring my guard up. She's coming at me with the swords. I mean, it's no action, but just what Kuzon would do.
Come
in
at
this
me,
fight.
bro. Kuzon, seriously, after we're done here, we have to do some one-on-one fighting. Get your, unarmed game up to spar.
I mean, my unarmed
We
game
got-
is actually pretty good with this mech armor.
It turns out mech armor is the best defense and offense. You can see her step back here and pull out what appears to be a small crystal.
I assume she like evades me, right? Like I don't. She's just like. She's
Yeah, she took a guarded step.
She be
yeah.
nimble. She be quick.
In 20 foot, I would say Thiveron can take half damage. As Brian, you take 11 damage, Kuzon takes 11 damage, Aiden takes 11 damage, and Thiveron takes half.
I don't think
Kuzon.
I've rolled above a 4 this session, and 4 was
So,
my initiative.
When you say a bonus action, is it a
I feel
move
sorry,
action
man.
to activate the grenades?
Pardon?
So like if I
It
wanted to
should say-
activate the barricades.
It's a bonus action, he said. So you can do it,
Yeah.
then you can move, then you can attack.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna trigger one or both of them depending on what's allowed.
We can only activate one at a time.
Okay. So I'll set off this one and blast it out towards them.
Alright then.
Can you
Well,
control the direction, or is Aiden gonna get caught up in that?
I think the way my
Forwards.
barrier works is it
Okay.
forces it into a cone.
Okay.
It's because it would make no sense if you're hiding behind a barrier and
Yeah.
having
I blow myself up!
That's
So
a
yeah,
viable
what's
strategy
the
sometimes.
what's the grenade type and
It's
level?
just a level 1 grenade.
Yeah, it's a
I
level
think.
1
Ah,
frag
okay.
grenade, 1d6.
So that's and what's your dexterity bonus?
+3.
Well, it's my
Okay.
grenade. Does it go off of mine?
No, he installed it. So +3, so that's a DC of 14.
And then
And their reflex sucks ass still.
Wait,
Probably
so
one of them made it.
when you're in that suit, you have 18 strength and 16 dex.
17 dex.
Oh
So
my
level it up.
god.
Bonus.
So yeah,
but it-
that guy
it's
gets
static
hurt.
18. I can't like increase it.
Aiden, sorry, I moved to the mechs.
Yeah, no worries.
It's instinct.
Quick question, as I glance over these panels at these machines, you mentioned they're fully mechanized. Do I see some kind of power core or something now that they have been properly damaged?
Ooh. Roll me perception.
I think I shall do so. Hey, finally a good roll.
I would say that this one is definitely damaged enough to, you see like an exposed core. It is slightly armored, but the armor above that has been chipped away enough you can see inside.
Perfect. As blood is starting to trickle down from Aiden's forehead now that he's been properly bloodied, he puts his glasses away and removes the glove on his right hand and balls it up into a fist. Alright, I've had just about enough out of you guys, let's make this quick. And he jumps the barricade up and lunges at this thing. And I'm going to first of all trick attack.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say you hit because I think I forgot to round up your 3 to a 4 when it changed. Because that's what one of those +3s are right there. Okay.
Okay, that's definitely hitting, right. And as soon as my melee attack hits with my arm, I want to use this. And I want to break through its plating and try and rip its core out.
Sure, I'm gonna say you grab onto its core. Let's see how much damage you do to it.
Well, if you mean for the CQC attack, it's 10 above. But if you want, I can make an athletics check to try and yank it.
No, I mean you hit with trick attack.
Oh yeah,
So
trick
you
attack
can-
as well. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I
forgot
mean.
that it hit. So 4d8, that's another 10 damage. Pretty
Oh,
pathetic,
nice.
actually.
I would say you can't whip it out right now, but you are literally grappled onto this thing's chest. Literally, you smashed through its plating, grabbed onto its shoulder, and you're like trying to yank it out.
Okay.
And you are grappling the large creature.
That's my turn then.
Aiden is now locked into combat.
By the way,
with
since
the large-
technically this creature is grappled, I want to maneuver myself to the side so I can use this creature as cover from this creature.
Oh, nice. Right. Oh, yeah, right. I'm fucking blind!
Forever, actually. Forever blind.
Prava.
Right. So how high is this catwalk and how tall are these consoles? Does she have cover for me, or does my like higher vantage invalidate her cover?
Let's see. That's about 20 foot up. I would say she only gets light cover instead of full cover like you would normally get from a console
Gotcha,
this
gotcha.
big. Yeah, she's only getting a half bonus from you.
Right, so photon attunement, use my move action to activate plasma sheath.
Nice.
Oh, nice. So you just whoosh like a shard of fire and like impales the console through it and then into a shoulder.
So I'm gonna tell Noelle to get out of there, and then I am going to level 2 mind thrust her. 24.
Oh no.
AC 17 or 24.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, such low willpower, but yeah, just made it. Just barely.
Wham.
So that's 12 damage. That still hurts though. You can see her like shaking her head.
And then Thiveron is going to brandish his spear and walk forward and just say, "You have picked the wrong crew."
Right, as it's Brian's turn, Noelle also will move. She's basically moving consoles.
Oh, okay. Then I will do magic missile as a level 2 spell at her.
Oh, you
You
deal
want to
9
find out
damage.
who this is, right?
She is looking a little bit hurt with all these attacks. Thiveron, you're going to get a attack of opportunity as you see her like raise out what seems to be like almost like a green crystal.
Yeah,
I'm going to move back over here.
Okay.
that's an attack. Damn.
Oh, that would have been really nice. As you just manage to avoid, you see her like stab herself in the crystal. It's like you see it heal just a little bit. Alright then, so basically as she stabs herself, she basically chucks the crystal in your face, Thiveron, as she engages you. You're basically her AC is
I know,
increased by
class.
2 while facing you.
Smile.
I don't think I've ever seen you actually land the acid spear.
Yeah.
I have a couple times.
Yeah, he has managed to hit it a few times. That is like in the heat of combat.
Okay. Every time it's
Or
like,
just,
and then
like, I will-
gradually a bigger and bigger cloud of acid forms around this person as the spear just keeps moving all around them.
No, I do just keep rolling low for it. I have an okay strength score, so my to hit isn't bad with it.
Right. She can only hit 2 times.
Still much damage.
So that's it is complete 17 damage. It's like ching.
I'm still not into the meat damage.
To the meat damage.
It's in stride.
She chose to heal instead of going all out. Kuzon.
I'll use my bonus action to explode this grenade. I don't think Aiden's in the blast radius, right?
Nah, I'm
Nope,
fine. I
it's
took cover.
coming forward.
Yeah. So I'll use my bonus action to activate the second one.
They both fucking fail.
4 damage. I'm going to move up here. I have to assume Aiden has that covered. She's kind of being a bit of a bigger problem right now.
You're gonna take an attack
And
of opportunity too, unless you tumble through the square.
What's that?
You're gonna take an attack of opportunity unless you tumble through the square.
I don't think I'm. I have like 40 feet movement. I'm not.
You know, but you step through
Figure.
here as a threatened square, so if you continue
Yeah.
on after that, then
Yeah,
Sorry,
this
he's
is-
already moved, so it's already
And
been
this
decided.
is
Sadly, so
Yeah.
he misses. She misses anyway, so it's fine.
This is
It's
not
like-
like in 5e. As long as you're moving through for threatened squares, you're still gonna get attacked.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, it worked out. Punch. Yikes.
Oh, nice. Let's see. I'm gonna see if this will gonna work. I would say, essentially, she just blocked it. I was gonna see if she managed to trip you up, but your armor's too big. She
I'm
tried to
just
push you
heavy.
over. She tried to push you over, but you're just like.
Yeah,
Aiden.
I weigh a shit ton while I'm wearing this, I presume. So, like,
You see the machine like trying to scrape at you on its chest, like.
Too bad
my
I'm
cake
quicker.
job.
By the way, did you skip the machine's turn? I don't remember them acting last turn.
No,
they
it's
did.
it did.
They were just so impeded. Like, it took them forever to get
Okay.
to where they're standing.
Well, I think I'm gonna full attack, so I basically get two chances to
Wait,
yank
he's right,
this thing's
fuck.
core out.
He just reminded me
Yeah.
he didn't take a turn because I actually skipped his turn and I got confused.
Yep, sadly, too late now. They were
Damn
in
it.
the blizzard. So I'm gonna quick
Fuck.
attack so I can
Yeah, that's
attack.
my fault.
I'm gonna full attack so I can basically get two chances to rip this thing apart.
Alright. I will say, like, yes, that's my fault. I admit they had a small screw up with their operating feature.
No, you just didn't
5
tell
hours
us that
sleep.
they were taking a held action to
Oh,
attack
25,
Aiden whenever he
one.
attacks them.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, I'm assuming the second one's good enough to try and yank the core out again.
Yes, for me athletics.
Maximum effort! There it is!
You brace your feet onto it and tell me how you rip it out of the creature.
As I put my feet squirm on it, I start yanking my entire body out and away from its torso, as I'm assuming one of its massive hands-wielded weapons starts coming down on top of me, and then as I keep stop moving, I lean closer, and with my free hand I start punching and punching and punching at the core, trying to dislodge it. Maximum effort! And as I yank it out, I'm basically flung backwards over here.
It's like, as you see the machine like just drop to the ground.
As I'm lying there, I hold the core up and I crush it with my hand.
Human guys.
That checks.
Right. You see this thing suddenly heat up as it hears and
Oh, you want some too? Bring it on. Aiden says as he's panting on the ground.
it's gonna get
I get no minuses from fighting on the ground. Miss. On both. On all three of them.
it's just trying like hitting the ground with its fists. It's like and you're just rolling side to side as it's going complete ape on you. Just wow, that was really unlucky of me to roll within below 15 on all of them. Fuck me.
Actually, a 15 wouldn't have hit me.
Well, I still. By the way, this guy. Why am I still blind?
I think that's his last turn being blind, by the way. He should be fine after this round.
He walks out and he's like, "Oh, I'm now blind. What's going on?"
Kuzon, quickly blow this thing up!
All his friends to be dead.
Blow this thing up in his face!
He's like, "What happened?" Prava.
Oh no, Chad!
I really wish I was in Graviton Attunement, but I'm not. Level 2 Photon Attunement. I'm just gonna take another shot at this girl. If my character sheet will load.
If Prava decides.
Moral of the day, guys: before you roll, always yell maximum effort.
Maximum effort. Oh, nice. God, everybody's rolling so nicely. She is not looking too good on her feet. He's a little distracted right now. Ah, there we go.
Sorry, my dad is here. While flanking, I'm going to reload my acid and attack her again.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm flanking, that gives me an 18.
Yeah, you need a 20.
Oh, then no, I don't have any
No,
other
sadly.
pluses.
That's a shame.
It is.
Okay, Bryn.
Gonna try to help out Aiden a little bit. Just gonna do another magic. I'm gonna magically missile that guy.
You see the shards dig into its back, but it doesn't seem to give up on its assault.
And then I'm gonna move over here.
First to Thiveron.
Oh no.
That is 18 damage. And there's 18 damage to Kuzon. Plus, I'm gonna spend what I like to call boss powers, or legendary actions as 5e calls them, to use that 31 to put you on your ass, Kuzon.
On me butt.
Yes. So basically she trips you up and she digs a blade into the armor, barely nicking you inside.
So is that just prone? Or
Yes, you're prone.
and it's like half your movement just to stand up?
Yes.
Or okay, so I want to make sure I understood how that works.
Well, that's what we agreed on as like a house rule. Rules is
Yeah.
written, it's a move action to stand up.
Yeah, I only did that because it doesn't interact well when it's a full move with several other mechanics in the game, with my belief.
Okay. I'm just thinking. I mean, I think I'll just go for a I'm just gonna go to try and, because like we want to know what this person knows, right? I wouldn't just take them out because obviously they have, like, if they're from the planet, they probably have some insider knowledge. I'm gonna go for a grab. Like, I'm gonna try to like restrain them.
Ah, sadly, she didn't manage to hit you with opportunity attack when you stood up. Damn it.
I'm a metal boy.
It's like, you basically your armor just blocks. Like, damn it. I did not hit.
Dang.
Aiden, this machine is going ape on you.
Yeah, well, unfortunate for it, it's not gonna get an attack of opportunity because I'm fine fighting on the ground. That's my specialty. So I'm gonna take out my sword. First of all, trick attack. I'm gonna assume that
If
manages to
you're
hit.
making a melee attack on the ground, I think you have a -4 to your attack roll.
Oh yeah, I know, but level
okay.
7 from my class, I basically get no bonuses for you know, being hit or fighting on the ground.
Oh, okay.
So I am going to attempt to stagger it. I'm basically trying to plunge my dagger into one of its legs and basically, you know, try and do some damage. Ash?
Yes, you've successfully staggered it.
Oh, okay, so that hits. And the damage is 40 damage.
You see, you finally used your stagger, but just end up ripping off its leg.
So as I plunge it into the leg, the machine gets unstable and starts collapsing. Aiden immediately jumps up to his feet and just, now that he knows where the core is, immediately plunges his sword right into where the core is supposed to be.
As it just slowly flops down to the ground.
And now, for something that I've never used because I totally forgot, but now I remember. Thank you, Thiveron. On a kill, I get to move. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And as Aiden rounds the corner, seriously? She's the one giving you trouble? Come on, let's put her down.
Okay, so how many spaces can this guy move? You know,
And the first move into is not difficult. It's whenever you like move a square out. So like
gets ready to harvest.
Yeah.
oh, cool. So he can't. This guy runs out the door. He's like, "Fuck
No,
this."
I'm saying like he can start this
They
space.
use it
Hold
for
on. Where'd it go?
feeding livestock.
There's our tool. So like this move is 5 feet, and then this move is actually 15 feet because it's a second diagonal. So that's 20 feet of movement right there. And the next one would be 10 feet. So that would be 35 feet to move from there to there.
Yeah. So he doesn't actually make it. He's only at the door. He's like trying to open it. He's like, "Let me out! Let me out!"
Monsters. All the big guys are dead, and she's good at reflex saves. So I'm gonna disable her. Yeah, I'm gonna drop out of photon attunement, enter into graviton attunement, and I'm gonna try to gravity hold her. So fortitude save.
Fortitude.
And the Solarian has a lot of cool shit in his disposal. I like that. Seems like a fun class.
Ooh, nice.
I'm assuming she
jeez.
saved then.
Yeah, she just shakes it off like. Even tired and beaten down, she's like.
I have a move action, but I'm not going to use it. So that's my end. That's it.
Thiveron.
Reload the sphere. Thrust the sphere.
Thrust. Parry. Dodge.
Why?
Push.
Okay.
You've got good bonuses. You're just rolling.
Oh,
like,
I know.
poorly.
I know.
Bryn, you see, like he's dodging away from all these people. Like 1, 2, 3.
How low does she seem?
She seems very tired. Like you can see her like panting. Like
You should have
Okay.
brought bigger machines.
She's getting tired dodging all my attacks.
it's just like too much. Too much.
I'm gonna tell her. I'm just gonna try to talk to her. It's like, listen, we've taken out all your backup. Lay your arms down and come peacefully. This does not need to drag up longer than necessary.
All you hear from her is for the 5th Guardian.
Okay.
Do you want to roll culture?
Sure.
Can I roll perception for suicide vest?
you can roll.
Instead of perception, actually, wait, smelling would still be perception. Can you smell the explosives?
Does helpful telepath have a range? Let me check something real quick.
What are you talking about? That culture roll was. I'm so good at culture.
You
and
don't
understanding.
Fine, your lessons. Why didn't you take your lessons?
I just slept through every single one.
Hey, nope. As long as she's been telekinesis or not
Hey,
telekinesis.
Brian, you should have listened to your mom. You should have stayed in school.
Oh, and with your ring, she is in telekinetic range.
Yeah, she sure is because of the ring I'm wearing.
So you want to roll to make her re-roll?
Yes, that's right. I'm gonna roll. That was culture, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm good at.
Hey, so I get to re-roll that.
Yeah. So basically, Prava's like, Brian, even I saw some of the books in there. This is it's like this. Remember chapter so and so.
How I like to imagine help telepath is I'm connecting to Brian and helping her access her subconscious. Like, no, you repress this. I know it was a boring lesson.
You're having flashbacks to how boring
So
it was. It's like
boring.
no.
Oh, it was so lame. Oh. Well.
Okay. So those do not hit Kuzon, Aiden, but she
Yep.
it does
I
hit.
definitely get hit.
Ooh, 12 and 17. Nice. 19 damage.
12 plus 17.
7.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 17. I was like, that's 29, sir.
No. Her thing is multi-attacks. It's not pure single point damage like most. Kuzon.
Alright. I'm just going to go full, like, fist barrage at this point.
Whoa.
Yeah, I just want to, and I'm trying to knock her the hell out.
Okay, you're
basically.
doing, non-lethal, okay.
Damn!
As you do, you should dodge. She has a
None of
second
those would have
wind.
hit even if it wasn't a full attack anyway, so no consequences, I guess.
Aiden.
Right, do I get any bonuses for her being massively flanked from all sides?
Only a +2.
Okay. So first of
Well-
all,
You only get a flanking bonus if somebody is flanking with you.
is that trick attack good enough?
Yes.
I'm going to stagger her. She said for the 5th, right?
Yes.
And Aiden replies for the fist as I try to tackle her through this shit over here and punch her into the fucking wall.
That hits her AC, since you get a +2 and she has a -2.
Alright, and that will be 29 damage as I
Oh.
punch her and I wanna blow her up through this console. I basically wanna
Okay.
slam her right through it.
So basically, you just as you thrust her into the console, as you see her sword drop to the ground.
Aiden just casually waves his hand a little bit, puts back the glove slowly, and just says, "And this time, stay down."
Because I have 4 temporary HP. Ugh.
By the way, Arwen comes out of the big doors. It looks like I was not needed to defend the unarmed after all.
Was that about mediocre?
You have impressed me.
By the way, I didn't use this yet, so Prava's going to use the clone ability to high-five everybody in the party at the same time.
Just Prava's going, high five, high five, high five, high five, high five, high five.
Turn it into an animated GIF on the stream.
By the way, before everybody gets too excited, Aiden puts back his glasses, draws his gun, and fires at that guy trying to leave.
We need to talk about how we treat fleas.
Blam! He's dead.
Thank you.
He's dead, Jim.
He's like, I finally got the door.
Does she still have a wooden mask on?
Yes.
Yeah, Prava's going to yeet that away telekinetically and catch it.
It's similar to what Brian was wearing.
I'm gonna try to extract her from this computer console without like toasting her.
I'm going to lean over Kuzon's shoulder as he's taking her out, and I'm going to tell him, Kuzon, that's my version of sticking them in the locker.
Well, I suppose we should ready to take a drift travel back towards your planet. Though pirate ships are still here, I suspect that we could get away with minimal damage to the station.
I look towards her and say, go off your pirates. It's over.
She's probably out cold.
Yeah, she's out cold.
Oh.
She does have a communicator on her though. You can see it clearly on her necklace.
I'm going to yank the cover from her, and I'm going to turn it on and say, attention, scum of the galaxy. Your glorious benefactor is out cold and not doing so hot. Piss off.
Are you trying to intimidating, or are you
Yes.
trying to? Oh, okay. Then
The answer
please
is
do
yes.
intimidation. This you can see the ship starting to turn away as they're not going to get paid. Just so we're clear, this
Yeah.
is essentially you avoiding the space battle I had out of this. If you wanted to clean up, but if you want to do it, then they will go away.
Oh no, fuck
Just to
them.
make it-
They're done. After I tell him to piss off and we see the ships leaving, Aiden crushes the communicator and tosses it over his shoulder.
As you guys clean up here, essentially the station enters the drift. It's damaged but still workable as it breaks through into the chaos of the pink nebula that is the drift. We will be there in but a few short days. Relax and enjoy yourself during that time.
Certainly. And hey, if we're gonna spend time together next couple days anyway, let's exchange notes. I know all sorts of neat little Solarian tricks that I'm sure would surprise and delight.
So be it. Join me in my rec room. And he's gonna basically... You guys are basically gonna train against each other then during those, like,
Yes.
couple days within the drift. Seems rather glad to have a training partner.
Yeah, I'm sure Prava's gonna give him the duel that he wanted this whole time. To spend some time fencing Solarian style, spend some time arm wrestling with telekinesis, all sorts of stuff.
So, quick question: who's down for a vacation? It's been a while.
No, I was taking vacation after this one too.
I think it's time for a vacation, guys.